Hi, everyone. We're here tonight at the 2024 Los Altos Festival of Lights Parade. It's our 48th year.
And we have lucked out with wonderful weather. There's no clouds in the sky. I can hear myself really loud in my own ears. I'll say that this is a great night. It's a great way to kick off the holiday season.
And we have 62 acts in the parade and 1,200 participants along with the volunteers.
I'm Bobby Chastain. This is Carol Starbuck. We'll be walking you through the events tonight and telling you all about each float as it comes by.
So join us and enjoy the show.
While we have a minute, Bobby, I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, El Camino Health. Year after year, El Camino Health is nationally ranked for excellence. Every recognition is a win for you and our community. A show of strength, grounded in compassionate care. Another life well lived. El Camino Health. Our strength is your health. And I'd like to thank the Cranberry Scoop. The Cranberry Scoop is an iconic gift boutique in downtown Los Altos, providing unique items in a charming retail space. The Cranberry Scoop, the gift store that locals love. And we'd like to thank Jen Paulson. Jen Paulson brings unparalleled design development skills to real estate that helps her clients reach their dreams. Jen is the top 1% of realtors in California. Born and raised in Los Altos, she's dedicated to the local community. Jen Paulson, Silicon Valley's top realtor, the realtor for you. And we have State of Mind tonight. State of Mind's food is made from scratch and is inspired by diverse local and seasonal ingredients that create a dining experience that is uniquely local. After all, we're not just a place on the map. We are a state of mind.
Look who we have here tonight. They open our parade every year, and we look forward to seeing them. The Stewart Highlander Pipers and Drums is a nonprofit organization since 1958. The band currently has both pipers and drummers, so let's listen.
And right behind them is the Festival of Lights Banner Girls. Our Banner Girls tonight are Annabelle Simon and Sophia Kofold from Los Altos High School, graduating in 2025.
Don't they look beautiful? And here it is. These toy soldiers, Bobby, have been in our parade for quite some time. It's a symbol and the logo of our parade. Here they come behind the band girls. Our three soldiers are longtime friends. They have been in this parade for many, many years. Bruce Carlton, 2009, Kevin Thompson, 2011, and Glenn Goldberg, 2013. Thank you, guys. You look beautiful tonight.
Beautiful toy soldiers.
Too beautiful.
You're looking very nice tonight, Carol.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. And
It's
you're
good.
always as handsome as ever.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's the lead float with the Queen. The name of our Queen tonight is Alexana Smith. She's a senior at Los Altos High School, class of 2025. She is varsity cheer co-captain and co-editor of the Los Altos High School yearbook.
You know, she's volunteered the last 2 years for this parade, and last year she was Glinda, the witch. You know, remember her?
Of course. Very much in the news right now because she's back in the movie theater.
Oh, that's right. Is that Wicked?
Yes.
Oh, Bobby.
Nothing wicked about this float, though. What amazing light show we have this evening.
You know that beautiful float that just passed us? It was a production from 2004, San Jose rep, designer Joe Ragley from Foothill College. And let's see who we have coming. We have the mayor of our city of Los Altos, Jonathan Weinberg, and his guests are with him tonight. These beautiful vintage cards are here tonight thanks to Neil and Sharon Rayburn. John Love has the other car, but Basil Ford is driving the 1957 black Chevy tonight.
That's
57 Chevy.
That's an all-time classic. Even
Isn't that
I know
beautiful?
that's a very special car. Here is Mittens and the Winter Escorts. Mittens is our own board member, Jerry Bowman. Mittens is a very cool, and his costume is actually has a fan inside it because
Yeah.
it gets very, very hot, even on a night like tonight, which is a little chilly.
It is. His escorts tonight are Wes Brinsfield, longtime Los Altos resident, and Dan Haley, born and raised in Los Altos.
This is a very uniquely Los Altos event, isn't it, Carol?
It is. It's what we call a heritage parade. We call it a heritage parade, and the city is very good to us for this parade. And we've been here, like I said, 48 years. And
Of course, right next to Los Altos is Los Altos Hills, and here is the mayor, Stan Mock. Thank you, Stan, for being with us tonight. Look at that beautiful car.
Yes, and that car belongs to John Love, and he has been so kind to loan that to our mayors for this evening.
Under the direction of Ted Ferrucci, it's the Los Altos High School Marching Band. This band is sponsored by Owen Holliday of Christie Serrano. Owen is part of the fabric of Los Altos, raised and educated in Los Altos and Mountain View. Graduated from Stanford University.
Let's listen, Bobby. Aren't they great? A little ticky-tack-tack. They sing now. And look who we have now, the Los Altos High School cheerleaders, always a hometown favorite. Hi, ladies. You're
Go
looking
Eagles.
great. Yes.
Take a moment to acknowledge our sponsor, State of Mind. State of Mind's food is made from scratch and is inspired by diverse local and seasonal ingredients that create a dining experience that is uniquely local. After all, we are not just a place on a map, we are a state of mind. Here comes the Teddy Bear Float. The Teddy Bear Float is sponsored by the Los Altos Mountain View Community Foundation. This float is also known as our Founders Float and has been in our parade 42 of the 47 years.
That's right.
This was an Eagle Scout project.
Yes, it was. A lot of these Eagle Scout projects. Look who we have now coming. Right after the teddy bear, we have, it's going to be a big surprise, everyone. I want a little anticipation here. The Wizard of Oz characters. These characters are all so familiar. We have Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, Lion, Gilda, and the Wicked Witch. All from the Hollywood movie made in 1939. Do you remember 1939?
I don't remember 1939, but I do remember that movie very well and watched it for the first time with my young children on Thanksgiving evening. They were spellbound.
Just this Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Oh, Bobby, that's great.
Their first time, not mine.
Oh, look, I think the witch is coming at us. Oh, dear. Dear, dear. The music time float.
This is sponsored by Heritage Bank, and this float has been in this parade since 1997, designed by San Jose Rep Company and refurbished in 2012.
And here it comes down the road. Music Time Float, 1997, produced and artist, San Jose Rep. Redone in 2012, producer, San Jose Rep, and at a cost of, blows your mind, $4,900.
Oh, wow.
I know. Not today, I can tell you that. Oh, it's beautiful.
$4,900 in 1997 translates to a roughly $11 million in 2024.
Bob Grimm, one of our founders of the parade, Nancy Schneider, and Marie Bax, who were all board members at the time, they designed that float. And it's just stunning. The organ pipes, the jukebox were added for color. when looking for the concept, this was selected because it was a unique concept. Oh, here comes one of my favorites. Maestro. Hello, Maestro. The Old Town Band. This is a town favorite, the mobile band of Los Altos. Thank you, Maestro John Deloche and Susan Lang. Let's listen. So quaint. Very nice. Very nice.
After the Old Town Band is the Candlelight Mouse Float, sponsored by Compass Realtors of Los Altos. Riding on a big piece of cheese. Look how much fun the float pushers are having.
I know they are, aren't they? And I want to say something about that before we go on. These people dedicate their time to the parade, and I want to give a big shout out. Let's see them. They're waving at us. Wave to the camera. There they are.
This is
Thank
certainly
you.
an event that could not happen without the support of many, many, many volunteers.
Many volunteers, Bobby. And you know, some of us work all year long on this parade.
Our coverage couldn't come to you without our sponsors, one of which is Jen Paulson, who brings unparalleled design and development skills to real estate that helps her clients reach their dreams. Jen is in the top 1% of realtors in California. Born and raised in Los Altos, she is dedicated to the local community. Jen Paulson, Silicon Valley's top realtor, the realtor for you.
And Cranberry Scoop. The Cranberry Scoop is an iconic gift boutique in downtown Los Altos, providing unique items in a charming retail space. The Cranberry Scoop, a gift store locals love.
And here is local favorite In the Moment Dance Studio under the direction of Bailey Donnelly. We have approximately 15 dancers, or they do, and are dancing to All I Want for Christmas. This is their first year in this parade. Welcome.
I know. Welcome, ladies. Aren't they darling? Look at how lit up they are. Oh, we just love that. Lots of practice, practice, practice. That's how you get to Carnegie Hall, you know.
That's a fact.
Oh, look who's here now. Winnie the Pooh characters and the bees. Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Igor, and adding our Christopher Robin. I think we need to give a big hand and a shout out to the festival costumes department. The work is so hard year round, and we want to thank all of them that work in the costumes department.
Amazing detail on Pooh's home as well. This is sponsored by our own Los Altos Town Crier. Shout out to Dennis Young, Bruce, and Howard. Speaking of sponsors, we are sponsored by El Camino Health. Year after year, El Camino Health is nationally ranked for excellence. Every recognition is a win for you and our community, a show of strength grounded in compassionate care, another life well lived. El Camino Health, our strength is your health.
Do you know that Winnie the Pooh float, I just learned this last year, it's called the 100-acre wood float.
That's where he lives.
That's where he lives. I didn't know that. But I do like Winnie the Pooh.
Great stuff. Hard to read to the kids, though. It gets very, rambly on purpose.
So that was sponsored by the Town Crier, and we want to thank Dennis and his staff. Oh, look who's here. The Daisy Bell float, sponsored by the Sweet Shop in Los Altos. A little history. This float was originally brought by our founding father, Bob Grimm, who I mentioned earlier. He purchased the calliope for this float, so let's listen. It's so sweet to our ears.
Up next is the Hosner Jewish Day School. The costumes and their music are so festive.
And you know, this is their second year in the parade, and we just really enjoy them so much. I drive by their school every day on my way to work.
How does one become a participant in this parade?
They will get a hold of us via our website, which is losaltosparade.org, and there is an application there, and they just apply. And then we have a committee who oversees it, and we see if there's a fit there.
There's not a bad float in the parade, Carol. It's hard to pick a favorite. I
do like the bands. I think they're exciting.
We're really fortunate to have so many big high schools with great bands
We
around
are.
us. People forget that, Homestead Marching Band, who's up next, they perform the world over. And
Did you go to
been they were at the World Series when the earthquake happened.
They were?
Yeah, that's how big a deal they are. And oh, look, here they come.
Well, you know who sponsors the this band? It's Diane and Dana Schmitz. The band is under the direction of John Byrne. Did you go there to Homestead?
I did.
I thought so. You just look like a Homesteadite.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
Are you trying
either.
to say I'm very handsome?
Well, you read between the lines. Let's listen. They're very good. Were you in the band?
I was not. I was under the bleachers.
With the girlfriend. Well, they were very good.
Hard
Very
to follow
impressive.
that band, but I bet I know who could do it.
I
The
know who could
Rocking
do it.
Horse Float. I look forward to the Rocking Horse Float every year.
Did you know that's sponsored by the Cranberry Scoop? Right where our KMVT cameras are located tonight. Thank you, Ellen Biolsi. Ellen is also our current president of the Festival of Lights Parade and has owned the Cranberry Scoop for over 25 years. It's her silver anniversary. There she comes, and she's right in front of the camera. Maybe we can get her to wave to us.
Ellen is a true friend of the station.
She certainly is. Hi, guys. Hi, Elle. There she is. She's right on camera.
Now we have just a quick moment to acknowledge our sponsor, El Camino Health. Year after year, El Camino Health is nationally ranked for excellence. Every recognition is a win for you and our community. A show of strength grounded in compassionate care, another life well lived. El Camino Health, our strength is your health. And the Cranberry Scoop, as long as we have Ellen here. The Cranberry Scoop is an iconic gift boutique in downtown Los Altos, providing unique items in a charming retail space. The Cranberry Scoop, the gift store locals love.
So here we have St. Nicholas Schoolhouse. This float's been in the festival for many years, owned by the school and recently refurbished. This is such a cute float. Look at the little schoolhouse, Bob.
So
look
much
at the
detail on
children.
all of these, Carol. It's really amazing.
I know. That is really well done. And they did it themselves. This was not done by our production.
What do you think about Christmas on Mars, the Mars rover? This was built in 2018 by students of Gardner Bullis Elementary School for a STEM project under the direction of Mom, Elizabeth Downing. And now they are all grown up. Look at these wonderful young folks.
We could get a look at Mom. She's right at the back of the rover. And some of those beautiful pictures you saw tonight before we came live were taken by her. She's a very good photographer.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, they were.
I hope we get good pictures this year, too.
We'll get good pictures because there's a lot of good photographers out here.
Here is what we're looking at, the Los Altos Dance Academy. Under the direction of Jordan Mysick. Let's have a look.
Oh, what great costumes. Look how they sparkle, Bobby. Oh, that is so sweet. Santa hats. Do you know this parade only allows one Santa? You can wear a hat.
Well, there's only one Santa.
Well, there is. But you know how some people get dressed up like Santa?
Oh,
We
yes.
allow Santa hats, but we wait for the real Santa.
Right. You don't want anyone being confused about that.
No, we don't want any interlopers.
You know who's not confused? Our sponsor, Jen Paulson. Jen Paulson brings unparalleled design and development skills to real estate that helps her clients reach their dreams. Jen is in the top 1% of realtors in California. Born and raised in Los Altos, she is dedicated to the local community. Jen Paulson, Silicon Valley's top realtor, the realtor for you.
And we're also sponsored by State of Mind. State of Mind food is made from scratch and is inspired by diverse local and seasonal ingredients that creates a dining experience that is unique, local. After all, we're not just a place on the map, we're a State of Mind.
It's a gingerbread float.
Yes, the Rotary Club of Los Altos sponsors this. Happy 76th anniversary to the Los Altos Rotary. Such a great organization. Thanks to all of your volunteers and their dedicated work that they do.
We can tell you that the gingerbread float, the production in-house producer is Eric Sunderman, designer Annie Dauber, Catalina Nino. The idea is based off a gingerbread cookie recipe picture.
And the Festival of Lights leads on this again were Bob Grimm, our founder, Nancy Schneider, Marie Bax, and Deborah Baker, who is actually our lead launcher tonight.
Oh,
and she launches all the floats.
That sounds like hard work.
It's very intense, and she is so organized.
Here's a new addition for tonight, the Rise Performing Arts Center under the direction of Corey Pollock. Tonight we have approximately 10, 12 dancers. They are dancing to Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. I'm not sure who that is, but
Well, if you have $1,000 or more, you can go to one of her concerts, and then you'll really get to know who she is. Doesn't she date a football player, maybe from the Kansas City Chiefs, perhaps? Oh, the circus train float.
uh-oh, what?
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I adore this float. And when we get to it, I'll tell you why. Circus train float and Ringmaster, sponsored by First Friday. Let's wave at the Ringmaster. First Friday is our fabulous monthly music event year-round in downtown Los Altos. It hosts 15 to 20 fantastic bands each month and fun First Friday party at Dogma. So why don't you join them? Now, here's the secret. See that little Piper cup on the end? The man who made that, Michelle Galbraith's father, she's a board member. Her daughter is Piper. And he made that little Piper cub when she was born, and then he donated the train to us.
Well, that's just too adorable to speak of.
I know. And she's a darling girl. And in college now already. There you go.
Okay. I'll introduce the RJ Middle School Marching Band. Raymond J. Fisher of Los Gatos is the director. They have been in the parade since 2008. Sponsored by Mark Roos, Eric Reitner of Christie's Sereno. Thanks, guys.
They look adorable. And I am sneaking a peek at the Angel Float, St. Simon Church and School, under the direction of Philip Stewart. This float is owned and maintained by St. Simon's and has been in the festival for many years. And the St. Simon Angels. Oh, look at their angels, Bobby. The St. Simon Angels are their cheerleader squad, and they are looking great tonight. They're very jovial tonight.
I think everybody is. This is just such a wonderful event.
I know.
I think as a tentpole event for the city, it's one of the most visible ones. I think you go around and you talk about Los Altos, people know this event the same way they would festivals at other places. This is a real marquee parade, and second to none, really, certainly regionally.
Okay, this is our new float this year, Bobby. and it has been worked on for about a year. It's Alice in Wonderland, sponsored by the Los Altos Village Association. Some of you may know it as Lava. Look at the decoration. This float was just designed in 2024. The lead designer is Christine Edwards. Lighting was done by Mike Edwards, and carpentry was done by Daniel Candigan. What a beautiful new float.
And look, it's the Cheshire Cat.
It's Alice's characters. It's the cat. Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty.
He provides the moonlight.
Alice, the Queen of Hearts, White Rabbit, Hatter, Cheshire Cat, Teapot, Caterpillar, Twiddly-dee, Twiddly-dum.
And that's Mike Kasperzak's favorite float.
It
this year.
is?
Yeah.
Mike, you amaze me every time.
Santa Clara Elite Dance Troupe under the direction of Linnea Sheehy. This dance troupe joined the festival in 2022. Welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies. They look like the Rockettes. Look how pretty they look.
You're getting some intermittent Bluetooth.
You know, I'd like to make a shout out to somebody who gets forgotten, but they do a lot of work. They've been here since 6 a.m. this morning under the direction of Sergeant Mike Taylor is the Los Altos Police Department. And we have a new chief this year.
Is that right?
Yes, we really do. We have a new chief.
They're the best. Here's the
Largergan.
penguin float.
Oh, the penguin float. Something happened to his lights.
Oh,
Oh, that's too
right.
bad. It is a really pretty float.
it is Penguins on Ice Winter Wonderland float sponsored by Los Altos Kiwanis Club.
And here's a factoid. When construction in 2013, the cost for this float was $33,000 and done by our own San Jose rep company under the tutelage of Eric Sunderman. And I believe he's home tonight watching with his family. And I'd like to say shout out to him as he's designed a lot of these floats, Bobby. What an amazing design, Eric. Great job. Thank you.
And it's Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf.
Oh, that wolf. He gets me every year.
They've been in this parade since she was a little girl, the
Yeah.
person playing Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
And now,
that's Karen Sanders playing a Little Red Riding Hood.
and what does she do now?
She's a teacher. She's a teacher.
And one of the board members?
She is also one of the board members, and that's her husband, the wolf. So it's okay if he chases her.
Grady.
Grady's his name, that's right. Oh, look at our own Jen Paulson. Union Middle School Marching Band, the Tiger Marching Band, under the direction of Chris Kay. Sponsored by, of course, Jen Paulson from Christie Sereno. Jen is also one of our generous KMVT sponsors tonight. Thank you, Jen, for all you do for this community. Let's listen.
It's the Ice Castle up next. This float made its first appearance last year, 2023. Welcome back. It is gorgeous.
This was newly fabricated and produced by the Los Altos Community Investment and State Street Market under the design direction of Eric Sunderman. Good old Eric.
Look at the crystals.
I know. Aren't they stunning?
We do have a moment after the ice float goes by before our next float to mention our sponsor, State of Mind. State of Mind's food is made from scratch and is inspired by diverse local and seasonal ingredients that create a dining experience that is uniquely local. After all, we are not just a place on a map, we are a state of mind.
And here we have the Nutcracker characters, Dance Connection of Palo Alto. Under the direction of Cindy Giannini, so fun and festive. And the float itself, Bobby.
This is sponsored by the Post Restaurant. Let's give a shout out to Vicki Breston and the staff at the Post. Did you know they do catering?
They do catering, and I bet you I would bet you that they've got this live on TV right now on KMVT Comcast 15.
This is a great place to watch this if you can't make it out, and will be in perpetuity on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. It will be.
As we tilt down to see the Dance Expressions Dance Troupe. And me.
Under the direction of Mary Ann Fernandez Richardson. This is now their 3rd year in the parade. Great job, gals. Oh, remember these guys from last year, Bobby?
Steve Evans Imagery?
Yeah, that's Steve right there with the wand. You see
Yeah.
that? Yeah. He's got
He is
some
an innovator.
Yeah,
every
he
year.
is. Look what he every year he changes it up. There's Steve. Hi, Steve. And
Steve has some dark magic with him.
oh, Steve's right in front of the camera too, isn't he? And see this, the wizards and the butterflies?
Oh, these along with Steve are our butterflies. Look how illuminated our young volunteers are. Let's say a big thank you to all these gifted young volunteers who come out tonight. They all look wonderful.
And
I hear drums approaching.
I do too.
think it's a band.
It is. It's a St. Francis High School band, sponsored by Ed Grazzini and Jess Niemeyer from Christy Sorrento. Let's listen. They're so good. The St. Francis Spirit Squad is behind them, and they are the high school spirit squad under the direction of Danielle Behringer.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I do see a pretty awesome train coming. But we do have the Silicon Valley Motorcycles Club. Look at these beautiful motorcycles.
Danny Shuey. He's the director of the motorcycle group.
No, these
Yeah.
guys are tough. They're
They
used
are.
to riding out in the elements, and they wouldn't miss this parade unless there was some sort of extenuating
Look at the
circumstance.
effort, Bobby, that they put into the color of the, how they light up their motorcycles. I'm impressed.
Look at this thing, Carol. This is incredible.
I see the smoke coming up. There it is, the Christmas train float with the wind-up locomotive and Holly the elephant. Sponsored by the Los Altos School District. Little trivia, the train was designed in 2009 by the San Jose Opera. The designer was Serena Sarama.
And in the tender, there's a elephant.
I know, that's Holly. Holly the elephant.
I knew you'd have the name for that somehow.
Holly. And you know what's coming up behind Holly?
It's the Los Altos Unified School District mascots.
You knew.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby.
All the mascots are under the direction of Lisa Schubert. I guess she got them all together, consolidated power. Thank you all for being here tonight, mascots.
Now, I don't know if this is rumor, but I think you get to be one of the mascots based on your grade point average.
Oh.
Or maybe activities or volunteer work.
I'm just happy to see them making peace with one another. I bet I can tell you at this time that Jen Paulson is our sponsor, and she brings unparalleled design and development skills to real estate that helps her clients reach their dreams. She's in the top 1% of realtors in California, born and raised in Los Altos. She is dedicated to the local community. Jen Paulson, Silicon Valley's top realtor, the realtor for you.
Well, this is the Mountain View High School Marching Band. Now, when I went to this school, it was called AWOL, but now it's Mountain View, and we love you still, and I am an alumnus. So, under the direction of Ricky Alegria, sponsored by our own Alice and Alicia Nuzzo, Christy Serena. Now, when we say our own, is because Alice is on our board of directors and works with all of our marching band sponsors. Every band is sponsored. We have 8 marching bands in this parade.
And I think we're going to get some brass this time, Carol. We've been only getting drums, but we're lucking out this time.
That's because it's my school. Name that tune.
I think it's the theme from Star Wars.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Well, while we're watching them pass, I'd just like to say thank you to one of our sponsors, which is the Cranberry Scoop. The Cranberry Scoop is an iconic gift boutique in downtown Los Altos, providing unique items, a charming retail space, the Cranberry Scoop, the gift store locals love. So what do we have here, Bobby? You tell us.
I think this is the Frosty Float. As it comes into focus, let's see if I'm right.
Yep.
It is. It's Frosty the Snowman,
good.
sponsored by Los Altos Orthodontics, Dr. David Boschkin.
Yes.
Frosty is always such a crowd favorite, and he came to life with that magic hat one day. No one knows exactly how.
How do you know all this stuff? I bet you have children.
I do, but I knew this before I had them.
I'd like you to give them a shout out if they're watching from home.
Oh, well, if you're still up watching this, Violet and Timothy, I love you, and
Get to bed?
we'll be home soon. No, it's early for them yet.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
That's another good thing about this. It starts early enough. It's very family friendly, and I hope they can come out next year.
I know. And we have the Christmas tree float now, Bobby. And this is sponsored by De Leon Realty, Ken and Michael.
That's much bigger than the Christmas tree we'll be getting this year.
And what's he doing? Is that a bear? Oh, he's decorating the tree.
We have the best volunteers behind us, Carol. None of this could happen without all of our volunteers. They're keeping people safe and out of our hair, so to speak.
Out of our hair.
And also the direction today by Josh Young and the camera work by our crack camera team has been absolutely exceptional.
I think we have Peter on camera, we have Ben on camera, we have Breen on camera, and we have Brian who's helping with our security. Who else do we have? We have
Adam in the back,
Yes.
making sure this all goes out to you at home.
That's right, and we have Jacob.
Jacob is here, making sure all the graphics are up to snuff and the technology is working.
And Alex is here, and his son is watching this live. He's at the parade. So I'm going to say hi to Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
And let's say hi to Fantasy Dance School.
Fantasy Dance School. These beautiful dancers in their bright and festive costumes look great. This is their second year in the parade.
Here's the dancers.
There they are. Fantasy Dance School was founded in 2002 by a ballet master in choreography. And how would you pronounce that, my friend? Ala?
Alaharia
Oh, you're good.
Kegelskli.
Very well done. I'm impressed. And I met her. She's lovely. Lovely. And their costumes are always outstanding.
Just because I pronounce it with confidence doesn't mean I pronounce it correctly.
I know.
But I did my best.
She's right next door to our studio.
Here's Shredder's Float.
Shredder's Float, sponsored by the Campy Group, Golden Gate, Sotheby International Realty. The float was refurbished in 2016, and shout out to my favorite family, the Campy family. Hi, everyone. I hope you're watching.
Those dogs are having a great time, aren't they, Carol?
It seems to be. You know, I didn't know what Shredder was when they made that float.
I still don't know what it is.
Oh, it's snowboarders.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
They look like musicians to me. Here's
Shredding.
Dartmouth Middle School Marching Band.
Yes,
Caldwell Banker Realty sponsors them.
that's right.
And they're under the direction of Jonathan Pooh. Great sounds. Thank you, Dartmouth and Caldwell Banker.
I like those flags. I couldn't have done that when I was in high school. I was too short.
I don't know which one we're on.
A lot of drums tonight. They always seem to go ticky-ticky-tock when they get to us. Oh, look, there's brass, Bobby. I see brass. That's a saxophone, trombone, trumpet.
They all look very serious.
They did. I thought the same thing. They must be straight A students. I wasn't a straight A student. I bet that doesn't surprise you. Oh, Mother Goose, sponsored by the town of Los Altos Hills. The pushers tonight are from the Los Altos Hills Youth Commission, teens serving their community. This float is a beautiful Eagle Scout project from 2013. And I'd like to take this time right now to thank the Cranberry Scoop. The Cranberry Scoop is one of our sponsors tonight at the iconic gift boutique in downtown Los Altos, providing those unique gifts and items and charming retail space. The Cranberry Scoop, the gift store locals love, and they really do. I was in there tonight, and I couldn't even move around. It was so packed.
They're not only a sponsor, but also a great friend. They provide connectivity to us. They
do.
give us a place to park, and Ellen has just been so accommodating to us for the years that we've been here.
Yes.
And we can't thank her enough.
I think it's her 25th. Yeah, I did. I think I mentioned that. Her silver anniversary.
Here come the Peter Pan characters. Let's see if we can name all of Peter's friends. Okay, you go, Carol.
Okay, I have Wendy and Tiger Lily.
I can think of Tinkerbell. I can think of John Darling.
Captain Hook
There's Nana.
and Michael Darling. John and Michael
I
must
think
be
that's all of
related.
them.
I think that's it. I think we did it.
We did it.
Yes, we did.
Give me 5.
Yes, and guess what's 5?
Down
It
low.
is low. And guess what? The pirate ship is right behind him. And that's sponsored by Ruthie Wonderland of Learning. The Ruthie Wonderland Learning. This float has been on the parade list since 2016, another beautiful Eagle Scout project. Ruthie has been a long-time sponsor. Thank you, Ruthie.
Here is the Notre Dame High School Dancing Elves. This year under the direction of Catherine Cheek and Emily King. Dancing under the Christmas tree. Welcome, elves. Okay, let's take a moment and acknowledge our sponsor, El Camino Health. Year after year, El Camino Health is nationally ranked for excellence. Every recognition is a win for you and our community, a show of strength grounded in compassionate caring. Another life well lived. El Camino Health, our strength is your health.
And here we have Santa's Workshop, sponsored by the Los Altos Chamber of Commerce, another beautiful Eagle Scout project. Let's give a big shout out to Kim and Nicole at the Chamber of Commerce. They do a lot of work for the city too.
You know, as you read the participants and the sponsors and the volunteers, it really is quite a community fabric here in Los Altos, and this is really a showcase of that as much as it is anything else.
Do you know that I came to Los Altos when I was 3 years old, and I grew up here, and I went through elementary school, middle school, and high school. And then I went off, became an adult, got myself into trouble. And now I'm working at KMVT Television.
There's no place like home.
No place like home. Oh, it is darling. Look at all the moving parts in that.
So much planning goes into this, Carol, keeping the floats timed and released and just even, building them.
You know, you brought up a point. I want to say something about it. We have a group that was here last year, and they're here again tonight. They're part of our volunteer group, and they're called the Pacekeepers. He worked for Disney as a corporate executive, and he said, we don't want the floats to go too slow. We don't want them to go too fast so everybody can see them. So he came up with this beautiful concept, and he knows how to time them so that everybody gets to see them up close and personal, and we don't get to see them. They're out there. but they're pacekeeping the floats for us tonight.
So much goes into an
I
event
know.
like this that people don't notice, but
No.
it does take the entire town essentially to get this done.
That's true. Now here comes really an old favorite. It's called the Ferris wheel float. Do you know much about it, Bobby?
I know it's one of my very favorites. I remember it from the station, the year that they had it during COVID. So this is sponsored by BK Collections Gift and Jewelry. Belinda Chung is home tonight watching us with her family. Let's say hi. Hi, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda.
Also, I would like to thank the many engineers and their...
Interns.
Oh, they have interns. Engineers have
Yeah.
interns?
Uh-huh, they do.
Oh, well, they help year after year refurbishing these floats. And this float had to over 400 hours
Yes.
of refurbishing. That's a
right.
lot of hours.
And you should see these young men and women who are going to become engineers. They're going off to college soon.
Well, and following them is the Fremont High School Marching Band with their jingle bells. 120 members. Wow.
The Firebirds Marching Band is what they like to be called. Sponsored by Nick French, Christy Sereno. The band is under the direction of Joe Kelly. Let's listen. Are we going to get more tick, tick, ticking?
New update. Well, a big cheers going up. I think the parade is coming towards the end, and there's
Somebody coming. Somebody
getting.
very
I'm too nervous, Carol.
I know.
You announced this one.
Okay. Well, let's see. Here he comes, the man of the hour, the man of the season, the man of many, many happy children. It's Santa Claus. Hi, Santa. And I want you to look at that beautiful beard of his. Santa's float is from 2017 to 19, produced by the only Eric Sunderman. Hi, Santa. And Santa knows my name. Do you know his name? He said Bobby.
Santa said my name?
He did.
I hope I get some peanut brittle this year and maybe a T-shirt.
Is that what you really want, peanut brittle in a t-shirt?
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle. Look at him. They love him.
We all love Santa.
I know. He's a nice man. He does a lot of work. Talk about volunteering.
That's right. He gets a lot of thanks, though. It comes back to him. So,
does.
Carol, that went right by, didn't it?
It sure did, but I'd like to make some final thank yous if I can. I'd like to thank the KMVT cast and our crew from Comcast 15. You've made this so magical for all of us. Thank you, guys. And our ham radio operators and the Los Altos CERT team. Our KMVT sponsors who, without their generous donation, we would not have had this live stream where you could sit home and watch it every year. Thank you, El Camino Hospital, Cranberry Scoop, Jen Paulson, and Christy Sereno, State of Mind Pizza. All of the many hard-working volunteers, and you, Bobby. Bobby, I'd like to thank you for being here again tonight.
I'd like to thank me, too.
I would, and I'd like to hope that you come back next year, too.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I love this event. One of these years, I am going to get my kids out if they can not have colds when they have it. But
When they get big enough, we'll put them in the parade. How's that sound?
that sounds awesome.
Okay, we'll do it. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for being here tonight. And again, have a wonderful holiday season and a very, very happy new year. What say you, Bobby?
100%, Carol.
Hi, everyone. We're here tonight with the designer of Alice in Wonderland. Her name is Christine Edwards, and I have a very special question for you. How did you come up with a concept for Alice in Wonderland?
Well, we were just talking about kind of Alice in Wonderland and then about the Mad Hatter and the Mad Hatter's dinner party. And so I was just thinking what could be kind of different. And I thought, well, what if we just had a giant Mad Hatter hat? And they actually had the tea party on top of the hat. So that's how we kind of came up with that design. And it's a smaller float, so we wanted to make it nice and tall.
Well, it is nice and tall. And tell me how long it took you from the design to conception.
Well, we actually started on the design last year and then built this year. So it actually took about 1.5 years from start of design to completion.
And the time spent on that, how many hours would you guesstimate?
Oh my gosh, a lot, tons.
Hundreds.
Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah, kept me busy for a while, yeah. But I really enjoy doing it. So
What
it was fun.
what is your background as far as design? Is this a profession for you?
Yes, yes. So I do props and scenery for theater productions.
And where would you be doing that at the college level or where?
I work actually at Stanford University theater department mostly, and I work with the students and getting all that stuff ready.
So they have a media center and a theatrical center, departments?
It's the actual theater department. And we have a lot of campus groups that do theater, so they actually come and kind of ask questions. And we do have a big room that if somebody wants to do a production, they can come and we can show them how to build things and how to get that all together. Yeah.
Great, Christina. I'm going to come visit you.
Oh,
I love being out on campus anyway.
Yeah.
But I want to
People
thank
there.
you for this. This is a beautiful job, and I'm sure that our float team and our interns and everybody helped you on this. And we have a special committee who's the design committee, and it's chaired, I think, by Nancy Schneider. And so I hope everything went well and all this will be behind us and make a lot of children happy.
Yes, I can't wait to see their faces when they see the float.
So we're going to be happy to see your face too.
Yeah.
So thanks for being with us tonight. And this is the unveiling of the Alice in Wonderland. And back to you.